Shameik Moore is getting absolutely flamed right now, but he is a perfect case of traction alopecia, so let's talk about it. Now, you might know Shameik by getting cooked by a baddie online. He also starred in the movie Dope, but most people know him from one thing, and that is playing Miles Morales' Spider-Man. But I'm old enough to remember him from The Incredible Crew, so you can blame Nick Cannon for bringing this man into existence. On that show, he had a pretty natural hairline and was rounded in the middle, but those forehead lines are going to tell us everything. If you didn't know, the top forehead line to your hairline should be ½ an inch to an inch. Any more than that, you were considered to have a big ass forehead or a mature hairline or the early stages of balding. But this would be the last time his hairline would look like this, because as he got older, his hairline would pull further and further back, and this was caused by the constant tension he puts on his hair by doing cornrows and braids. Even though it looks good, it's not good for your hair. Traction alopecia is very common in the Black community due to the protective styles that we wear in our hair to help hair retention and promote hair growth. However, if it's done incorrectly, you can permanently damage your hair follicles to the point where it cannot recover, or those hair follicles have a hard time regrowing new hairs. While traction alopecia is not considered balding in the progression sense, it is forcing yourself to bald by constantly putting tension on your hair follicles, permanently damaging them. Now, there are ways to recover. A hair transplant. A hair transplant is the single best way to recover any type of hair loss that you're having from balding, traction alopecia, or other forms of hair loss like stress. However, remember, you are putting tension on your hair follicles is the reason why you're balding in the first place with traction alopecia. So just because you get a hair transplant does not mean that can't happen again, and Lewis Hamilton is a great example of that. Because he did twists, cornrows, braids, all of those protective styles, and now his forehead looks like this. And even after a hair transplant, he's losing his hair all over again due to traction alopecia. Your hair is your crown, and not even finasteride can save you from traction alopecia. So you want to make sure this doesn't happen to you. Again, there are recovery ways: hair transplant, PRP treatments, steroid treatments. But remember, just because you get your hair back, do not mean you can be out here doing whatever you want. Take it from me.